Hey, this is Dr. Lorenz, Longevity Health Institute here, new early 2024. Got back not too long ago, about 3-4 weeks ago from Las Vegas, the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine Longevity Fest, actually 2023. Just a little brochure or handout from there. Big thing there that we did there was I did a workshop and did conference there with many anti-aging longevity doctors, actually world-renowned ones, and including Rhonda Patrick and Dr. Oz, and many doctors. Rothenberg, been around in anti-aging medicine for literally like 30 years. Dr. Life. Could go on and on, but what I want to share with you is in the workshop and the stuff that I learned and kind of spent time and dug deep and dove deep into was on DNA health and DNA prevention, if you will, DNA support, telomere support and telomere lengthening, which is the end caps of your DNA. Because if we protect your DNA, not only do you slow aging down, but if we protect your DNA, you don't get cancer as early in life or ever. You don't get cardiovascular disease and chronic degenerative disease as early, okay? And you don't get autoimmune disease and infectious disease and all these big killers and these chronic disease things that come with aging. And even when you're aging gracefully. So if you get in your 80s or 90s and you're gracefully aging, okay, a lot of things happen because of DNA and telomere destruction, and our DNA cannot replicate and help us heal, essentially, okay? And you get something called senescence, and when that happens, actually, we basically go into a dysplastic place, which dysplasia then precedes a malignancy, okay, or a carcinoma. So, I want to share with you because at this conference, at this world conference where, I spend a lot of money and do a lot of training for you, and make sure that we are always here at Longevity Health Institute bringing you the best in functional, personalized, preventative medicine. And my forte in my concierge model, which we do a full model here in medicine, a personalized approach with all my practitioners, but is to make sure that we're thinking you in decades. So when I see a 30, 40-year-old, I'm thinking, whether they realize it or not, decades out for them. I'm thinking, okay, well, where are you at 40, 50, 60, okay? And I want to share some things with you that are kind of simple, but they're home runs, and don't fool yourself, because you can buy every supplement on the shelf. You can follow every Instagram, and you can get all this advice, and you can Google and WebMD and everything, all these things, but there's some real basics that are home runs, okay, for protecting your DNA and protecting, and actually even evidence of lengthening your telomeres, which are these protective end caps. So as I sit in front of my Frenchie, that's a replication of my Frenchie Banksy, and my hang loose sign over here, which I love, by the way, in Hawaii. This is so important because it's life. If you protect your DNA, you live longer and healthier, and you thrive, not just survive, and you don't just struggle, okay? And I'm telling you, you will have less incidence of cancer, cardiovascular disease, immune deficiency, autoimmune conditions, okay? And you will live younger, stronger, better, and be able to do more in your life that we all have passion for with aging. So even as we get wiser and slow down, we all want to do some things, and even if it's just be sharp. So what can you do to protect your DNA? Well, simple things is this, and this is in a big NEHAN study, so a big study published on PubMed, and NEHAN's is a study that's put out yearly, and it's got a lot of evidence on a lot of things, but I want to share with you on the telomere lengthening and support. Really simple, and they talked about this at the Longevity Fest 2023 here, and many doctors had this to say, and it sounds so basic, but we forget about it. Is you have to move. The minute you stop moving and slowing down, you are going backwards. So literally, the minute you stop going forwards, you're not staying still, you're going backwards. And what I mean by that is that you're aging progressively. You're speeding up aging. Your DNA is damaging. You need to be active. You need to move. The blue zones where people live the longest in the world, okay? The blue zones are where there's the most centurions, okay? They are active and they are purposeful. When they're 90, 100 years old, they're going out to the fields. They're building things. They're preaching at a community. They're cooking. They're pulling, fruits and vegetables out of the earth. They are active people and they're in the community. So you have to keep active. Get off the TV, get off the social media, get off the couch, okay? And move your body, okay? Number one, you have to be active. And there's science and evidence behind that to show that it helps protect and lengthen your telomeres. The other thing is every meal that you sit down and eat, every meal, you have to have vegetables. When you compromise that, you are not detoxifying as good, you're not fortifying your body as good, and every place in these communities in the blue zones where people live the longest and are the healthiest, okay, have vegetables, okay? Now, does that guarantee that you're gonna live to 100? No, but it gives you the best odds. And I personally even try to every single meal, okay, and I'm not vegan, but I'm very plant-based, very vegetarian, have vegetables with every meal. Okay, personally, I often many days start with a very green, almost disgusting smoothie, okay? And if not that, definitely something plant-based or fruit-based and things like this. And at lunch, have salads and vegetables in that for sure. And at dinner, have plenty of vegetables, okay, along with a protein or what have you, okay? And obviously very clean. But again, you gotta move your body and you gotta have vegetables. And if you're having trouble digestively with vegetables, go see a personalized functional medicine. Come see us at Longevity Health Institute. Come see one of my providers. We'll fix your gut, because if you can't handle fiber and vegetables, there's a digestive gut problem, which means you got more trouble than you even realize. So the other thing is this, is that you have to have and live with purpose. You have to be thinking forward, and you have to be having a purpose and have a direction. And often, which is reported and scientifically proven, and in these lectures I was at in that, it is stated over and over and over how important it is to live above and beyond yourself. So whether that's for a community, that's for a foundation, that's for someone that's been traumatized in your life that you're helping, okay, and you're supporting and you're living for, whether that's actually, even if it's your children, okay, but you're living beyond yourself and for a purpose, okay, living higher, okay, wanting better for others, including your next generation and your children, than yourself, okay? So the other thing is this, and this is what I love, because this is where some of the science is. There are some supplements that play a role and have evidence into helping protect and lengthen your telomeres, and so protect your DNA and keep you healthier. One is omega-3s. The other one is curcumin from the turmeric root. Another one is an amino acid that we use very often here for gut health, which is ironic because it supports your immune system, and that is L-glutamine. Often there is other benefits too from things that are immune supportive, okay, like peptides. Now, two peptides are very beneficial, thymosin alpha-1 and thymosin beta-4, but the thymosins or thymulins are peptides that actually mimic our thymus gland. And when we get dysfunctional and atrophied thymus glands, our immunity goes down. So we're more at risk for infections. Another obvious one that I didn't mention that protects your DNA and your telomeres is vitamin C. Another one is NAD, okay? NAD, you hear all these anti-aging effects, these energy ATP effects, people getting NAD IVs, which we offer here in our practice, which are wonderful. We do NAD shots for metabolism and anti-aging. NAD is wonderful, okay? But it's also protecting your DNA. So it's an anti-aging modality. Now, I saved the best for the last, and that is something called TA65. Now, TA65 is an astragalus supplement, but it's very special because there is peer-reviewed scientific studies, okay, university-backed, okay, big universities, multiple studies, okay, that it is a medical food, and this astragalus TA65, this extract, okay, which stands for telomerase activator. When you activate the telomerase enzyme, you help support and protect and lengthen your telomeres. So you're protecting that DNA, okay? So telomerase activator 65 is wonderful, okay, as far as an anti-aging DNA protectant, okay? We do offer it here in the practice, and it's a supplement you can take, and there is a variety of doses, and is very safe, but is way beyond just eating astragalus or taking some astragalus supplement over the counter, because this has peer-reviewed, third-party tested, university studied, PhDs, multiple physicians backed, okay, and you can look it up on their website, TA65, and it's amazing stuff we use here. How do I know this stuff? Is because not just at this conference, but we do DNA telomere testing here, okay? We do biologic age testing versus chronologic age. So I can tell you where you are. I can tell you in 6 months or 4 months, or even if you're good and we want to just kind of do a baseline yearly, how well you're aging. And I actually invite you to do that. Come see us so that we can test your biologic aging clock, okay? We do an omic index. We do something called a Dundon pace. These are from True Diagnostics. These are looking at how fast and how you are aging, okay? So the take-home message is this: protect your DNA, protect your telomeres, live right, live clean, live healthy, move your body, eat greens, okay? Live for purpose. Take some things that are beneficial for this, because we're all aging and our DNA is all getting damaged, okay? And I'm gonna do future other videos about some things that damage our DNA, so why you need to do this, okay? This is Dr. Lorenz, Longevity Health Institute. I'll see you soon. Be well.